Okay, here we have one of these Veljan vane pumps in for repair. And this is one of these made in India, Veljan. We're starting to see a lot of these. We're going to take a look to see what's going on with it. It feels like the bearing may be bad. So the first thing you do, safety glasses and gloves. And then we're going to mark this. We're going to put a couple punch marks on it. Just because if it sits, if someone else has to put it together or someone else took it apart, and then I have to come in here, we want to be able to double check it goes back the way it came, because sometimes these could be clocked, and you don't want to send it back with that not being how it came in, because then you're going to have to answer for it. So let's pop it apart. Okay, what's wrong with this thing? I'm going to keep these tools lubricated. Just do a general inspection, see if there's any broken parts in there. Okay, the bearing it's not blowing up. So we'll take a look at that. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check this cartridge out. Now again, you're going to take this, you're going to mark this because these can be right or left hand rotation. And if you take them all apart and don't know which way it went, you're going to have a real problem trying to get it back. So what we do, we take a scribe, and I've showed this before. We're going to do a little triangle scribe on this thing. Okay. It's like that. That way you can double check it when it goes back. You can see the little, that way I know when I put it back together that that's the way it went. Okay, so we're going to open this up. And you can also take a picture of it. You might be doing a bunch of these. This is a good idea to take a picture. And you can see where the screws are, just so you know. You can see the way the cam is in there in the vane. Let's take a shot of that. It's just a good idea to do it because I've seen big problems in the past. Had guys take apart stuff and then have to go and try to figure out what they did, and it can be a real problem. So let's open this up. See what this looks like. Okay. So you can see the cam plate, it's pretty clean. There's no scarring on that. We'll just set that down. Let's take a look at the cam ring. See what's going on with this thing. Okay. Now this is a good idea right here to take a picture just like this so you can see the way the cam goes. So let's just do that just to make sure. Okay, we've got a picture there. Now I'm going to lift this cam off. You know, it doesn't look bad. There's no chattering in there. Cam looks pretty decent. Okay, so we're gonna, it goes like that. We're gonna take the rotor off. Okay. Set this down for a minute. We're gonna just take a look at some of these. The vanes. It looks pretty decent. You'll notice the splines, you put that back there, the spline's halfway through. So we're just going to set that down. And you can see that the valve plate is virtually, looks pretty new. There's no scarring on it. So that's a good sign. So it could be that this thing just came in for a leaking shaft seal. Let's pop that out real quick. Okay. Just going to set this over here so we put this rotor back on. So I don't want to go on to something else and then find out, hey, that's not the way it goes. We're just going to set this back. So that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm just going to lightly put this together. We'll wash it out again, but I just want to set this down so we don't make any mistakes. You start doing this stuff and you get a whole bunch of them, you'll forget. I know because I've done it. You get the wrong rotation, boy, it's a big problem. So I'm just going to loosely keep this here and put it out of the way for a minute. Because this thing is in very good shape. So the question is, what's going on here? So we're going to pop the shaft and bearing out. Snap ring is giving me a little problem here. Doesn't want to. Why is that? Let's see if we can jar it a little bit. Okay, let's. There we go. That out. Pop that out. Okay, the bearing feels a little rough. It's not blown out, but definitely you would replace that. The seal, you know, it looks like it needs to be changed. So we'll just pop that out. Yeah, the seal doesn't look in the best. So basically, this needs a bearing and a seal kit. And it doesn't look too bad. Like I said, this is one of these Indian. They're making this stuff in India now. It's got a part number on here. And last time I went to a trade show, all these Veljan, they're Indian. They're made in India. So that's what's going on. Okay, that'll be it for that one.